Okay, so welcome everybody to today's first assemblage point method meeting. Yeah, I had the idea last week to start this new group that you're all part of, and this will be for practitioners and clients that are interested in looking for some ways to go deeper and look for more energy, more healing, because as we all know, certain programs or modalities are just limited to that one system, right? But there's much more. And I've come across the assemblage point, I think 2 years ago. And for me at that time, that was completely new. Okay, there's a new point, a new kind of missing secret chakra that was for me. And it's amazing because for almost everybody, it's out of alignment because when you don't directly work on it, it will just indirectly maybe improve when you do some healing, but not completely. And there's a system behind this to like stabilize it also, so it's not dropping after you have in the future maybe trauma, so it doesn't drop instantly again. Yeah, so it's more stable. So there's a system behind it that I teach to other practitioners in one-on-one sessions. So you can feel free reaching out if you want to learn this. It's not a big long teaching. Yeah, it's a very, like, let's say simple. Yeah, simple but effective, and it can be taught in 1 hour. But first, I would recommend that you clear it or heal it on yourself with that system that I teach. Yeah, the system I will not teach for free in those Zoom classes or on that Facebook group. This is then a paid service, but the Q&A, what we do today, or the group, is just for asking questions, for sharing ideas. This is all free today's Zoom, or I will do them weekly or every 2 weeks. They will stay free, and the group for sure as well. You can always ask me questions, or then other practitioners who are trained in it. So that is the idea behind this. So just want to give you some basics about what the assemblage point is and where it's located. The location is between solar plexus and heart chakra. So that's called the sternum in Latin, right? So that's the, I will just show it to you, right? So the heart chakra is more like here. Here's the thymus gland. And here around the nipple line is the sternum, this hard area, the hard bones area. And when it's in the proper position, then it's at this place. Yeah, when it's fully healed, then it's in this middle, in the spot in the middle. But for some people, or most of people, it's left, right, up, or down. So that means through trauma, it's dislocated. Because of fights, misunderstandings, accidents, long-term sickness, or divorce, whatever, right? So long-standing emotional trauma can be anything. And symptoms are, you cannot really say there's one symptom. There can be many things. So for example, when it's more dislocated upwards towards your head, then the symptom is like depression, anxiety, a lot of energy in the head, like negative thoughts, you know, not getting to rest in the mind area, and feeling ungrounded. Yeah. Then when it's more like down, that's when you know, are near death, then it's wandering down to the navel area. That means you have less physical energy. Yeah, so fatigue, exhaustion, Other symptoms are forgetfulness, like, people who have Alzheimer's, or, just in general, less energy. So when you clear and reposition the assemblage point, you can have a variety of things cleared, right? It will be different for everybody, because everybody has a different blocks and different topics. But for me, what I felt when I cleared it for myself was I had more calmness, I had more energy, and a more like drive to just continue with my life, like, more like living, not just surviving. So I would say happiness also increased, and I felt more like in my center, more in my mid, more in my power. And this is really cool. And yeah, so that's the basic thing for that. And of course, with energy work, we can relocate it and clear it, all this past trauma that brought the assemblage point out of alignment. And it usually is also not a long-term clearing. Can be also done in one session, depending on, of course, how bad it is, how dislocated it is. But I always got it in one session. So, but the question then is, is it really stable or grounded, right? That's another question, so it doesn't fall off again. The cool thing is, when that is more aligned and healed, then you are less prone to future trauma, because you're more in your power, you're more grounded and stable, and less to be manipulated. So when something happens, you're just like, okay, I don't care. More like this. More non-reactive, more neutral. And this is, I think, really important, right? Because everywhere are the energetic attacks, from family and workplace and whatever, and misunderstandings. So I think everybody could benefit from that. And the assemblage point is never, so when a person is sick, the assemblage point has a problem. That's 100% guaranteed. So when the assemblage point is not healed, you cannot be fully in your power healed. So this is, this is what kind of my goal is here, to get this more out to the public, because there are actually books about it. You can find books, but it's not really well known or spread. It's just it's still kind of under the ground secret. So I think this method will also develop, right? I'm not always a person who is like doing their stuff same all the time. So this will continue, grow and develop with experience and evolving, of course. And it would be amazing if you can learn that to clear your family or your clients, if you have own business. And so now is the time for you. If you want, you can ask me any questions about this. You please unmute yourself, and I will be happy to answer any questions you have. Okay, so Nick or Robert is asking if there's a book I recommend. Yes, so there's a book from John, let me think, John Whale. Yeah, it's John Whale. I will write it in the chat. Second. Yeah, so John Whale, he wrote a book about this. Yeah, so that's really interesting. But the thing is, it's pretty long, and I kind of, so in the clearings, so he's like more relocating it with physical touch or with physical treatment, not so much with energy healing. So that works also. I don't know much about this one, but I know the energetic part, and that's what I will teach. Yeah, so you can do that from with in-person clients or online clients. Yeah. So please, people, I would love if you just can speak normally to me and not in the chat. That's just more cool, more personal, right? And it's just a better interaction. So if you don't mind, don't be shy. It's just 6 people online, and maybe 6 more people will watch the replay. I just love that more, if that's fine for you. So whenever somebody has a question, just keep going.
Sebastian, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Yes. So once we have our assemblage point to 100, how can we maintain it? What's your suggestions? Or how do you maintain yourself?
Yeah. So of course, there's the topic about cutting people who are toxic in your environment, just setting boundaries for them, maybe leaving them, kind of, right? So for example, you have a friend you always have fights and misunderstandings about, or somebody in your family. I would try to tell them your boundaries or how you feel, and kind of you have to make an end to those relationships that suck your energy and drain your energy. Yeah. So this is number one in the private life, and then the second is in work life. There's also people, right? If you have maybe a work colleague or a boss that you're always around, who's always kind of abusing you emotionally, yeah, and always critiquing you, and then you act as the victim, then you always feed them energy. So of course, first is to heal that, and then kind of make changes physically also in your environment. Yeah, talk to them, and I did that, for example, with family members. And then there was one time I said, no, this is it, this has to stop. And I was like very certain and grounded and commanding. And then this completely changed, you know, because I in myself, I was clear of what I want and what I don't want and what I allow and not. And then this person, this relationship is now more respecting, more like there's less stress, more yeah, less fights and stuff. Yeah. So people just suppress everything, and they don't even tell what they feel to first themselves, and then you have to do it to others. Yeah, because otherwise they don't know how you feel or what you think. Yeah, everybody just thinks that everybody outside should know what they think or how they feel, but not everybody does, because they're busy with their stuff, right? Because why is it so important to get this to straighten out those relationships? Because when you have with those people and you stay in those relationships, they will continue to drain your energy. Then you experience again trauma. Yeah. So there are many people who are in relationships, partnerships, who are not happy anymore, and they just stay in there because they're afraid that they won't find somebody else, right? Or they're unhappy alone. But when they're truly honest to themselves, it's like not going anywhere anymore. Yeah. But for some, they can still, you know, maybe work or do energetic clearing or have some therapy or whatever. But what is imbalancing our whole system is exactly that. The work environment we are unhappy maybe to be in. So we might need to change it, or we can first ask our colleagues or boss, hey, this is, I feel unhappy, what can we do about it? And if there's no solution, then I would look for new place, new job, or new friends, right? Who are more deserving, respecting, and loving ourselves. Yeah. So this is only the only option to kind of ground it. Of course, we can do energetic clearing also around this to stabilize it more, but ultimately it's about to have less trauma in the future, right? Yeah. Okay. Good, thank you. Good question, Gigi.
I was hoping you might just say, well, meditate every day.
Well, that's easier. Meditate every day is easier than the other.
I hope not. I don't meditate every day. That's not easy for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. Yep.
Might be easy for somebody. I'm like, every day.
That's easier for me than speaking up and knowing I will.
Oh, gotcha. That's easier than, yeah, right.
But
Yep.
it's what I need to do.
Yeah.
It's challenging sometimes. It's a habit, and it's a new way of being, for sure, to speak up. I mean, I'm learning how now. So like, oh, I have to say something. Okay.
Yep.
Nicely.
Yeah.
Before I explode.
Yeah. That's that's one part of when you also have the sandwich point more cleared. You are more brave, right? You're more in your power, so you're more brave to then act to others differently, to your outside world. Yeah. First, we need to change our own inner self, and then we react in different patterns to other people. And so, yeah, this is an ongoing process for, I think, everybody. The more, being more brave to tell what you really want or what you need or how you feel. And we didn't learn that in school or from government and all that, right? They want the opposite, of course. They want us to behave and just work. And so that's what we need to do, right? We just need to connect more to ourselves again and heal and yeah, like I'm not there perfect either. You will never be, but you will always get one step ahead. Yeah, you will be always a bit lighter and more free. Yeah, I also have my ups and downs. Yeah, so but we learn through those traumas or through those bad moments if we want to. Yeah, if we look from it with a eagle view, kind of. And look, okay, what happened here wrong? What can I do better? Yeah.
Good.
No.
Good.
Any questions, Alice?
I'm probably 100, but I mean, I'm still like just trying to absorb all of everything. So I'm curious. Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, it is. Yep. For some people, it's just vibrating at a very low frequency, this energy center and energy level. So
how do you check it? How do you check it? Do you just like focus on it and ask about it, or what do you do?
Well, this is not today's topic. So then this is what I teach in the one-on-one session.
Okay.
So I can teach that to people then over video. Because in a group, I have no control of everybody, or kind of, I don't want to control everybody, you know what I mean? But it's more like in a group, it's a problem to teach, because it's with one-on-one, you're more certain that this person has fully understand it.
Okay.
And got the twist, right? So because with some things, with energy work, when you just go like, okay, let's see how it goes, you know what I mean, with no direct plan sometimes, can have backlashes. Not every time, sometimes I experience that as well. And then you're always kind of re-clearing or you know, it's like you're never going anywhere. So I had that happen. In the beginning, I was not learning that. I was just, okay, there's an assemblage point, I will clear it. And then I had to always clear it. Because I didn't have this knowing or system, the theory behind the steps, how to really clear it. And so it really stays also, you know, stabilized so it doesn't drop. Yeah. So, yeah. But if you want, free reaching out. And just want to give Yasmin, Amber, do you have any other question?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Actually, I missed a few things, and I was wondering if you would be able to send me the recordings, if that's possible.
Sure.
And so when I might have a few questions when I listen to it. So maybe for next time.
Yep. Yeah, you'll get the recording for sure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Amber, do you have any questions? I think she's just listening. She's at work. I think she wrote. Amber, are you here? Okay. So yeah, you know, Yasmin, you can just ask a question if you like. Yeah. Still have time.
Yeah, okay. The question is, you've already mentioned it. That's what I missed, the location of it.
Oh, okay. So that's very easy. The sternum, yeah. So in the middle of your chest, below the heart chakra, and upwards from the solar plexus chakra. Yeah. So at the nipple line in the middle.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
usually where people say that's me or I am, then they point with their finger towards the sternum. That's where the assemblage point is.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Yeah. And yeah. So I will need the recording because you were mentioning like symptoms of if there were in different locations, and that's what I wanted to get from you. So I would love it if you would send me the recordings, please.
Yes, sure. Great. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Any other person have a question, or are we good? Okay. Perfect. So if there are more questions, or if you want to have it healed or learn it as a practitioner, how to clear it, feel free reaching out. Then we can do a 60-minute video session one-on-one. And yeah, it's really fun. It's really amazing, the feeling after, I can tell you. It's like, you know, we want to get up from the chair and then just do some sports or be active and have more energy. And that's what happened for me. And okay, I'm done sitting here. And it's like, let's go. Yeah. And yeah, it's just amazing, right? If you have more energy to enjoy more your hobbies and your family, the time and all that, that's the most valuable. Yeah.
I have another question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So if somebody has cancer, would it benefit them?
Cancer?
Yeah.
Of course.
It would.
Of
okay.
Course. Yeah. If you want, I can just muscle test this person, so how the assemblage point is sealed, if you want. But
okay, I will.
But this person is probably somebody else than you. So
it is somebody else. So I will get their permission and I will send it to you.
Yep, you can do that. Just
Yeah, what do you need to know?
nothing.
No, just
Just the permission.
the name of the person, like?
I don't even need the name because you think about the person, right? So it's connected to you. But yeah.
So if I think of that person, then that's enough.
Yep.
Okay, great.
All
I'll
things
just
in the morphogenetic field, right? So yeah.
okay, even if that person is not next to me, right? It's all right.
Yeah, that works. That
Energy.
works.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Then
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much. I'll get back to you then.
Yeah, the cancer. That's probably high disbalance, dislocation of
Yeah.
damage points. So
Yeah, most probably. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thank
Good.
you.
Yep.
Thanks. Bye.
Great. Okay. So I say goodbye to everybody, and thank you all for coming. Bye bye, Alice.
All right. Have a good day
You
or
too.
night.
Yeah, it's evening here. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank-
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.